What is up, you guys? RadDog54 bringing you another IRL card video today.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Today we're talking all about minor league players, giving you guys a couple honorable mentions, but I'm giving you guys 10 prospects that I am either investing in or I believe are going to be very good investments in the near future because they are going to be stars in the MLB. So obviously I'm not telling you guys to spend your money on these players. These are just guys that I think will turn out in the MLB. Obviously, I'm giving you guys 10, technically 13 with some honorable mentions on the screen. Odds that I go 13 for 13 and all these guys are stars and I become a millionaire. I mean, some players just don't turn out in the MLB. You guys know that. Performing at the minor league level and the major league level is two completely different monsters. And, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky, but I'm not telling you guys to invest in all these players. This is just who I am currently investing in and who I think are just going to be really great. Before we jump into this video, guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It'd help me out a lot. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that sub button, turn on notifications, let you know when my videos go live. If you ever want to talk cards in real time, check me out on Twitch. twitch.tv/RadDog54. All the links will be in the description for all my social media. I'd appreciate it a lot. Let's jump into this video. So the first honorable mention is going to be Alec Ramos on the left side of the screen here. He is the Giants' top number 3 prospect, I believe, right now, but he's number 65 overall. He's 20 years old. He's getting better and better. He showed some power this year. His batting average is a little lower than I thought, but for his age, I think he's performing at a high level, and I think he is going to be the Giants' best prospect out of the minor leaguers. People are all over Joey Bart, but I think Alec Ramos is the guy. On the right side of the screen here, you guys probably recognize him. Detroit Tigers pitcher Casey Mize. He's the number 7 prospect overall. He's a number 2 pitching prospect, trailing just Mackenzie Gore of the San Diego Padres. But what Casey Mize did this year was absolutely ridiculous. He has the best repertoire in the minor leagues. He throws 5 pitches. They're all really good. He has the best splitter in the minor leagues. I do wish he threw a little harder. He tops like 96-ish. I'm sure he could rear back and get a little bit more, but he does have a lot of movement, so I do think he throws hard enough as long as his ball moves and he can locate. But again, he has 5 pitches and they all move a lot, and that splitter is devastating. Last year in the minor leagues, 2.55 ERA, 21 starts, 109 innings pitched, 106 Ks, so really good all around. He threw a no-hitter in AA, so he's a star. Look out for Casey Mize as far as pitching prospects go. I know their value isn't super great unless they become the best pitchers in the league, so he's an honorable mention. And then you guys know Luis Robert. I put him on here as an honorable mention because he's technically still a prospect. He hasn't played an inning in the major leagues. This year, if it does happen, will be his rookie year. He's definitely going to be on the team at some point. Unbelievable player. I put him as an honorable mention just because he does have rookie cards out already. If he didn't, I would have put him as number 1 on my list because I'm obsessed with Luis Robert. I think he's Mike Trout-esque player. He's built like Mike Trout. He's faster than Mike Trout. I don't know if he has as much power as Mike Trout, but he still has stupid power. He's a 5-tool player. He can do it all. He's going to be the face of the White Sox along with Eloy for a long time, and I can't see him not working out with how good he is and the skill set that he has. Those are my honorable mentions, guys. I just want to run through those 3 really quick for you. It's so hard to pick a top 10 when there's a top 100 prospects that all deserve to be in this list because they all have potential to be amazing. So with that said, let's jump straight into our top 10. Number 10 plays for the Boston Red Sox. His name is Triston Casas. Triston Casas is 19 years old, and he's played 2 full seasons now in the minor league system for the Red Sox. His rookie year, he hit 20 home runs. Sophomore year, he hit 19 home runs. He has unreal power. For that age, hitting over 20 bombs in the minor leagues is just, it's unheard of, honestly. Like, it's ridiculous. And he has high on-base percentages, around 350-ish. He does strike out a decent amount. So if he tones that down, he'll probably raise his batting average up a bit. But his OPS has been over 800 every single season. and that's while hitting like 250-ish. So if he can focus on putting the bat on the ball more frequently, he's going to be a star. I just think his power is going to carry him, and you know how power goes when it comes to card collecting and just popularity in general. Everyone wants the home run these days. So Tristan Cass is in number 10. Number 9, Grayson Rodriguez. This is the only pitcher I included in my top 10. Grayson Rodriguez is a number 36 prospect overall. Orioles number 1 pitching prospect. This is my favorite pitcher in the minor league system. A lot of people are obsessed with Nate Pearson for the Blue Jays. Grayson Rodriguez is my favorite player. I think he's absolutely filthy. He throws gas. He can hit triple digits when he hums back on it. His full first season last year in 19, he had a 2.6 ERA. He threw 94 innings. He struck out 129 batters. So Grayson Rodriguez knows how to get the K. He knows how to strike people out, and that's, I think, is really impressive at a pro level at 19 years old. And his arm's electric. So keep an eye out on Grayson Rodriguez. Next on the list, number 8, Nolan Gorman. Arizona boy. I like Nolan Gorman. I'm from Arizona. Played against his school in high school, but he's too young. I didn't play against him. Nolan Gorman is a stud, though. His rookie year, he absolutely put his name on the radar. He's dropped down the list just a little bit. His rookie year, he hit 17 home runs in 63 games. Like, it was ridiculous. He is the youngest player to ever hit a home run in spring training at 18 years old. He knows how to handle the bat, and I think he had a little bit of a reality check last season. He hit 248, the 326 on base percentage. He still hit 15 home runs, but over 125 games, obviously less impressive than the 17 home runs in 63 games. But I think he's going to turn it around. I think every baseball player needs kind of a reality check every once in a while, and this guy has power. At the end of the day, he's going to be a 30-plus home run guy once he fine-tunes his skill set and gets to the MLB. Like, I just cannot see him not doing that. I think he is going to be the face of the Cardinals come the future. So, Nolan Gorman, number 8. Number 7, same first name, Nolan Jones. Indians' number 1 hitting prospect. Number 42 overall. I think Nolan Jones has potential, man. And from an investing standpoint, he's really cheap right now. For a number 1 hitting prospect in an organization, his cards are really inexpensive. So if you're really into investing, this is a guy to check out because he's impressive. Over his entire pro career, he's played in 340 games over 4 seasons. He's hitting 283 with a 400 on base percentage. So he knows how to be patient in the box. Last year in 19, he hit 272, 409 on base percentage, 851 OPS. He hit 15 home runs, so he has power. Hitting anything 15 plus home runs in the minor leagues, I think, can transfer to anywhere between 25 and 40 home runs in the pros. And I truly believe that. His biggest thing on his scouting report is that he has a fantastic plate presence. He's really disciplined up there. He walked 96 times in 2019. In the minors, for a young kid at 21 years old, very impressive. That's why Nolan Jones made my list at number 7. All right, number 6. I'm obsessed with this guy, kind of, to be honest. Jordan Groshans, Toronto Blue Jays. Number 75 prospect. He did get hurt last year. I think that affected his rating. I think he would be easily a top 50 prospect if he didn't get hurt last year, but he only played 23 games in 19. So his track record in the MLB over 1 full season and then 23 games last year, slashing 309, 376 on base percentage, and 7 home runs. I think this guy's going to be a 300-plus hitter in the pros. I mean, obviously that's hard to say, but like in 19 before he got hurt, he was hitting 340 with a 430 on base percentage with a 900 OPS and 2 home runs in 23 games. So his power was showing up more frequently. I think he probably would have hit close to 10, maybe even 15 home runs if he played the whole season, maybe more, who knows. But it seems like every time this guy swings, he hits the ball hard, and that just shows in his stat line. He obviously was showing improvement too, and that was moving from rookie ball to A ball, so it's a big step. I think he's going to be one of the best pure hitters in baseball in the future, so we'll see how he turns out, and that's why he is on my list at number 6. Number 5, and this is someone I collect a lot of. I don't know if he is the greatest investment piece, but I just love Nick Madrigal. He's number 40 prospect in baseball. He's right behind Luis Robert in the White Sox organization. Helped carry Oregon State in college and national championships. Absolute star in college. The dude can just hit. If there's someone that you could ever compare to Derek Jeter, it's Nick Madrigal. Like, to a T. Everyone hates on Jeter's defense, but Jeter played good enough defense to win a lot. And that's what Nick Madrigal does. He's a good defender. They moved him from short to second, so he's even going to be a better defender at second base because his arm isn't super strong. But this guy hits, guys. It's ridiculous. He literally mirrors Derek Jeter offensively, in my opinion. He just hits a shit ton of singles. He can hit doubles. When he gets into a ball, he can hit home runs. He doesn't hit home runs very often. I see him be about maybe like a 15 home run a season guy. But over his entire career so far, he's played 2 full seasons. He's drafted in 18. He's slashing 309 with a 371 on base percentage, 400 slugging, and a 769 OPS. So his power is hurting him for the OPS numbers. But listen to this. Last year in 19, he started in high A. He started off kind of slow. He played 50 games, hit 270. I was like, like a rebound maybe. And then they moved him up. I was like, okay. Double A, hit 341 with a 400 on base percentage. And then I was like, okay, so he's probably going to get moved up maybe again this year. Moves him up to AAA, plays 30 games in AAA, 331, 400 on base percentage. The dude just hits. It's ridiculous. He's not a big guy, but he just squares up the ball. And players that can just straight up hit, they perform at the MLB level. They just do. Power numbers don't always translate, but the guys that hit really well in the minor leagues, that usually transfers. And I love Nick Madrigal. A little biased on this one, but that's why he is on my list at number 5. Number 4 on the list, Julio Rodriguez for the Seattle Mariners. Absolute star. A lot of people are talking about Jared Kelenic as their number 1, but I can't see past Julio Rodriguez. I think he's a star. I think he's a better player than Jared Kelenic, and I think he's more well-rounded. Julio Rodriguez is 18 years old. He's played 2 seasons now, 2 full seasons in the minor leagues. 600 plate appearances. He's hitting 322 with a 395 on base percentage and 929 OPS. The dude can straight hit. In 2019, he hit 330 with a 400 on base percentage with 12 home runs over 84 games. So it wasn't even a full season. So he hit 12 home runs in 84 games as an 18-year-old. I'll take that all day, every day. I think he's a star. I think he's going to be the face of the Mariners. Him and Kelenic are going to be really good. But I think Julio Rodriguez is going to perform better at the major league level, and that's why he made my list at number 4. Number 3 on the list, Alec Baum of the Philadelphia Phillies. This guy is one of the most impressive hitters in the minor leagues, in my opinion. He is one of the best hitters in the minor leagues, and there's no way you can deny it. In 2019, last year, guys, he slashed 305 with a 378 on base percentage, 500 slugging, and an 896 OPS, 21 home runs in 125 games for a 22-year-old kid is very impressive. He was just destroying the baseball in spring training. I think he could potentially make the roster this year as a 22-year-old rookie. Very impressive. I know the Juan Sotos and the Ronald Acuñas debuting at 19 and 20 years old. 22 seems old these days, but 22 is still very young for a rookie. And like I said, he was the best hitter on their team in spring training. I think he was flirting around 400. Yeah, 400 with a 440 on base percentage, and that's facing major league arms and major league level arms. He can straight hit. I think he's going to be an absolute star. I think he's going to provide the protection Bryce Harper needs in that lineup. And yeah, I think Bryce Harper is going to teach this guy to really be able to perform at the major league level. That's why he's number 3 on my list. I think he's a really good hitter. Number 2, and this is a guy that I've become obsessed with since spring training this year. I've always been impressed with Riley Green. He was drafted last year. I thought he was the best hitter in the draft. He was out of high school, at least the best high school hitter for sure. Adley Rutschman is undeniable at the college level, but as a high school hitter, Riley Green is the best hitter in the draft. Riley Green's the number 31 overall prospect. I like him a lot, guys. His first full season, he hit 271 with a 347 on base percentage, 749 OPS, 5 home runs. This is at 18 years old. But what's really, really impressive and what got him on my radar is he got brought up to spring training this past year. At 19 years old, he hit 417 with a 600 on base percentage, a 1500 OPS over 18 plate appearances, 7 games in spring training. He also hit 2 home runs. So he was the best hitter in the Tigers organization in spring training at 19 years old. I think he has raw power that he hasn't tapped into. I don't know. The more I've looked into Riley Green, the more footage I've watched, he has freaky fast hands. I cannot see him not being the face of the Tigers unless they draft my boy Spencer Torkelson, number 1 overall. Riley Green, he's a star, guys, and I have him at number 2 because I really think he's going to project. He's one of my favorite players in the minors, so that's why he's number 2. I think everyone expected number 1 to be Wander Franco. He's the number 1 overall prospect. The dude is unreal, to say the least. He's not super big. He's a middle infielder. He's a switch hitter. He's 5'10", 190, so he's put together at least. But it doesn't really matter when you can hit like him. He's played 2 full seasons. Over 175 games, he's slashing 336, 405 on base percentage, 928 OPS. Last year in 2019, he hit 327, 398 on base percentage, 885 OPS, 9 home runs. He's a switch hitter. He can hit super well from both sides. He can play defense. He's going to play either short or second, wherever they decide to throw him. In that Tampa Bay's organization, he should probably get brought up this year, but who knows? They might hold off until 2021. But he's the number 1 overall prospect for a reason. Just every scout says that he doesn't not hit the ball hard. Like every time he swings, he squares it up. And it shows. He only struck out 54 times in 700 at-bats. He knows the zone. He can take a walk, too. He walked 56 times last year. That's impressive for a top-of-the-order kind of bat. So, Wander Franco is my number 1 on the list, and it's undeniable. He's the best hitter in the minors. He's the number 1 overall prospect for a reason. The only person I would compete with him is Luis Robert. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think of my minor league top 10. I'm not saying these are the best 10 players in the minor leagues. I'm just saying they're 10 of my favorites. And I could have probably thrown out 10 more honorable mentions because there's so many guys in this top 100 list that are phenomenal and could be absolute stars. But these are guys I really think are going to project well in the MLB and could be great investments right now, in the future, and just keep your eye on them. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. You guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.